Hey yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode on the Wayscraft YouTube channel. I wanted to get this episode started with another little background update. As you'll notice, the Heinz Ward signed Steeler helmet is back in my background. A couple episodes ago I had to get rid of it because I couldn't stand looking at it because I was so mad about the fact that the Steelers traded George Pickens for the NFL equivalent of 62 cents. Yeah, for a while there I was pretty certain we were going to go 0-17 this year, but I've worked my way back to that 10-7 mindset, so brought the helmet back. Right now I put it over the egg so the egg is wearing the helmet. Can't really see the egg, but just know he's wearing the helmet. So I think it's time to get rolling on the episode here. I did a cool little snappy transition there, but I don't know how well the sound of the snap came through in the video because the mic's by my mouth and I snapped way over yonder, but just know it was really cool. So starting this episode off in the Nether by the beautiful smeltery that I have to show off every episode. Look at those chimneys. Oh my gosh. Absolutely stunning. But starting off in the Nether, one, because I wanted to see the smeltery, and two, because I needed to get my hands on a few more nether bricks. See, I guess I can't say nether bricks plural like that when I'm talking about these little, individual bricks, because I have 64 nether bricks. But like, what do I say when I have 64 of this block? 64 nether brickses? Nether bricks? How would I distinguish between the type of nether brick that I'm holding? Well, this is nether bricks, and this is nether brick. Anyway, I came here just to get a few of these nether brick items. A few stacks of 64 of the nether brick items, because I have to finish a task on the town hall. Oh, I heard that. Okay. I won't hurt you, though, because you won't hurt me. Oh, I'll hurt these guys, though. Where's my bow? Why is my bow not on my hotbar? Oh no, they got me while I was getting my bow out. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm fumbling the bag. Alright, I won't fumble the bag this time. Very nice. Uh-huh. Keep your sword. So, as I was saying, oh my goodness, bro. So as I was saying, I'm picking up a few stacks of those nether brick items because I have to finish this task right here. As you can see, I did some decorating of the nether tunnel off camera. Sorry I did it off camera. I was having a pretty big urge to play some Minecraft, but I didn't really feel like recording, so I made a little bit of progress off camera. But, it would have been boring progress. You wouldn't have wanted to watch me place all these blocks and decide which kind of stairs I wanted to use. And then I had some ideas here about how I was going to transition back to soil from the nether. I thought about having some, branches of netherrack reaching out to the earth to make it look like the nether was kind of just spreading. It looked cool with just netherrack, but I really didn't want to have to jump manually every time I exited this tunnel, so I wanted to use stairs, and I liked the color of this, red nether bricks the best, but I need some nether wart and these nether brick items to make that, so I was growing some nether wart, and I didn't have enough time, or I didn't have enough nether wart to fully finish getting these stairs all the way to the surface. I'm just going to replace all these stone stairs with just these red nether brick stairs because I think that'll look better. Anyway, that task is almost done. That was a task in the town hall called Decorate Nether Tunnel. So I'll mark that yellow so I get the pleasure of changing the color twice on that task. I also started the sugarcane farm. I guess I did change that one off camera. There we go. Oops. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go, I think that's right side up. Yeah, I started building a sugarcane farm because I want to get the name tag, right? Because I need to get the Enderman farm built. I need a name tag for that. And I think the easiest way to get the name tag is just going to be to trade it with the master librarian. But I have to level the villager all the way up to the master level, which means I need to trade with it a lot. And I think the best way to level that up will be with sugarcane and paper trade. So I started building a sugarcane farm. I'll show my progress on that in a second. Holy crap. Gold skelly. Wow, everyone is dropping their gear today. I don't want your crappy gold gear. With the new nether wart texture, I don't know. Is this fully grown? I have 21 on me. Yes, that is fully grown. Okay. The difference between not fully grown and fully grown nether wart is not as clear as it was with the old textures. Alright, is that enough nether brick to finish off this build here? Let's see, that'll give me 24 more red nether brick blocks. Nether bricks. I didn't have to specify block because the plural version implies block form. Alright, 24 more red nether brick stairs. Wait! Now it's back to the singular form of the word brick, even though it's in block form. I'm so sick. That disgusts me. I also think it's funny that when you mine stone stairs with a pickaxe that does not have silk touch on it, it doesn't drop cobblestone stairs, it just drops the same stone stairs that you placed. This game has some inconsistencies it needs to work out. This needs to be netherrack, that needs to be netherrack. This should probably be netherrack. And yeah, I'm cool with the way this looks now. So once I get my Silk Touch pickaxe, which for some reason I still haven't bothered making, even though I have that Silk Touch book from like episode 2. Once I get the Silk Touch pick, I will probably take out some of this netherrack and put in some nether quartz ore, maybe some of the nether gold ore now too. I was gonna go mark the task complete in the town hall, but actually I think I need to do the silk touching of the ores before I mark it complete. So you know what, I'm gonna do that right now. And I think I'm gonna take this mending diamond pickaxe that I got from the bastion last episode, combine it with this silk touch book that I got very early on. Oh, look at that, some quartz right here. Oh, he wanted the gold. What's he gonna give me? He's got 2 swords. Oh, jeez. Did he trade? Or did he not trade? What was he doing? I don't know. Can you trade with piglins? With gold gear? Oh, no, you just look at it, and then you put it on. Then you try to attack me. And then you drop it. Okay, well, I'll leave it there. Thinking 3 quartz right there. Yep. 2 gold. 3 gold? Yep, 3 gold right there. 2 more gold in that corner. Or is that too much gold now? Yeah, that's too much gold. 2 more quartz in that corner. Oh yeah. Let's see, if I put a gold right here, can you still tell it's gold? Oh yeah, 1 little nugget sticks out. Okay, I think I'll do that. That's enough. I don't want to overdo it with the ores. You know, I don't need these torches anymore. Now it's making me think I need to put a glowstone in. 1, 2. Gonna put 1 right there. Now that's so stupid looking. I mean, obviously this would be the symmetrical placement, but then you'd only be able to see it from down below. Is that okay? Oh, I could do that. Now it's some sneaky little glowstone. Yeah, I'll just keep it like that. I think that's a nice little subtlety there. Okay, now the nether tunnel is complete. Grab that green, or sorry, lime concrete. Run all the way down here to decorate the nether tunnel. And boom, complete. I'll even rotate it 90 degrees before rotating it another 270. There's the 5th green task on the vision board, and I think we're going to get more today. The next task I need to change to yellow is build... Oh, where is it? Build a dock. There it is. I started building the dock off camera, again, because it wasn't an extremely exciting build. And another thing you may have noticed already is that I have these spruce trees here. I took a trip to a taiga biome off camera to get some spruce trees. There's a taiga biome about 1,000 blocks south of the village, and the village is about 1,000 blocks south of my base here. But I did go get some spruce trees, and I was growing, oops. I was growing some 2x2 spruce trees here because that's how I like to collect spruce wood. And I don't know what update it was, but apparently now whenever a 2x2 spruce tree grows, it takes a dump all over your grass, so all my nice beautiful jungle grass turned into this ugly brown podzol. As I'll let these leaves despawn and collect the saplings, I'll show a few other things. I built this bridge. In the middle, I believe, is the stripped spruce log, stripped dark oak on the left and right, and just regular dark oak on the far left and right. So this is a nice improvement over the single block wide dirt bridge that I built a few episodes ago just to get to and from the cow farm more easily. I also expanded the farm. I had 2 sheep just chilling around the base, so I got them in this enclosure here. Chickens are easy to get. I collected a ton of eggs just over the episodes, and I was able to spawn 2 chickens in just by throwing the eggs. And then I even led some pigs over here. So way over this direction, there were some pigs. And there were also some wolves. I'll go show the wolves now. See if I'm going to be able to find the wolves now that I'm looking for the wolves. Another pig, more cows, more sheep, more chickens. Where the heck are the wolves now that I'm looking for them? There we go. There's a dog. Yep. Wow, such a cute noise. So yeah, we got some wolves nearby, which will be nice whenever I need to get my dog army assembled. Maybe I should add that task to the vision board. Now that I got sidetracked again, let me go back and collect all these spruce saplings that I've been collecting on the ground here. Anyway, as I was saying, I built this bridge here. Very nice. I have an expanded animal farm, not complete, but expanded. And then I started building the dock. Yeah, so here's the dock. Let me add in a spruce plank right there. I think that block makes a big difference. So it's just a pretty simple dock, but, you know, that's what docks are like in the real world. They don't need to be super fancy because most docks are pretty simple. So I just have a spruce plank dock. I got stairs, spruce stairs, separating the different levels of the dock. I have spruce fences as the support beams, except for the very last one on the end here where I have spruce logs. A nice simple build for when I need to get down to the water for boat access or fishing. So there are 9 boat types in the game for the 9 types of overworld trees, and I want to have 9 different boat types in each of the little docking stations. So I have 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will need to make, I guess, just 4 more on this boardwalk, so I made it way too long. Alright, so while I'm here at the base, I will grab all the types of wood I currently have, which is 7. Well, I need to make a boat, and I want to build that part of the dock out of that type of wood. I think that would mean I need 7 extra, so 12. 12 planks of each type of wood. Well, I do not have too many jungle logs at the moment. I have all 7, yep. Now I gotta make some boats. Spruce boat, acacia boat, birch boat, dark oak boat. I'll get my cherry boat. Jungle I still need. Definitely can't craft it myself. Definitely need to use this. Yeah, there we go. Oak boat. So those are the 7 blocks I had in mind for replacing. Then I'll go spruce. Wow, that dolphin just did a trick. Now it's time for dark oak. Then cherry. We want cherry to be the closest one, the most accessible because it's the prettiest. Cherry boat, dark oak boat, acacia boat, jungle boat will go over here. The spruce boat will go right there. So there's those 5. I just have birch and regular old oak left. And oak boat and birch boat. Alright, so 7 boats down. And we just need 2 more wood types. The mangrove boat and that newest wood type, the pale boat. Is it pale wood? I think it's pale wood. And then that'll be it for the dock. So I won't go mark this task complete yet because I still need 2 wood types. Should I make that part of today's objective? Oh no, I'll have to fly around again and make my whole game all laggy. Actually, you know what? I am going to go get the mangrove wood type today. I'm not going to bother looking for that pale oak wood type this episode, but I do know where a mangrove biome is. So, you know, while I'm on the topic of building the dock, I may as well fly there and get one step closer to completing the dock. Alright, here we are. I think this is the mud block. Mud. Very nice. What is this? I picked that up. That's the mangrove. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Ooh, that wood is a lot redder than I thought it was gonna be. Wow, these trees are a pain to cut down. I got logs all over the place. Wow, I need to bring some of these back to my base pronto. Alright, I got everything I need. I got about a stack of the mangrove logs, over a stack of their roots, and 22 of the sapling variant of the mangrove tree. So I have more than enough wood to finish the mangrove section of the dock, which is all I really need to do today. And when I need more mangrove wood for whatever purpose in the future, I can easily plant more or just come back here because it's not that far away. I'll have to come back here eventually for the frogs because I need the frogs. But for now, I am going to head home because it is nighttime. Alright, Alright, the first thing I want to do is create a mangrove chest. Actually, it's going to be right here. Throw some logs in there. I'll keep the roots in here. I think I'm even going to keep the mud in this chest because I'm just going to associate this chest with that whole mangrove swamp biome for the time being. Keep the sapling variants here, and then I'll take, let's see, I just need 3 logs, so I'll turn them into planks, make a boat. There we go. Now that I'm looking at this, I feel like the mangrove needs to be right here. I need to do some redesigning here. Yep, definitely gonna do a complete makeover. So once I get the pale oak, this final dock is gonna be the pale oak dock. Then I'm going to go to birch because that's the second lightest, second whitest wood type. Then I think I'm just going to go to regular oak as I feel like that is the best sort of transitional gradient with the woods. Then jungle. Then starting here will still be the cherry wood. I think this is where it was before. Acacia, mangrove, spruce, which I think this is where spruce was before I tore it down earlier today as well. And then finish it with the dark oak. Let me just put the boats down and then go get the view from above. I think I'm probably going to end up rearranging these wood types 15 more times before the end of the series because I'm never going to be happy. Like, I kind of want pink over there now, but then I don't want anything else over here. The one thing that I will move right now because I don't like it is the way that these last couple contrast on the end here. So I'm just going to reorder the spruce and the dark oak. 2 reasons for this reordering. The first one is the fact that the spruce doesn't really, it's the same color as the dock itself, so you can't really notice the difference between the dock and the little docking area for each boat with the spruce wood because it's the same color as the dock. So having it just right in the middle of differing colors makes it look kind of weird. Having it on the end, I can kind of see this as a natural extension of the dock, so I like the spruce at the very end. And then I think the dark oak needs to be next to this mangrove. I think they have like the darkest textures that need to be next to each other. Now let me go look at this from up above. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to keep it like that for now. At least until the end of this episode. And if you guys think I should rearrange this, let me know your preferred order. And remember, that last one over there is going to be the pale oak once I have the pale oak. Next up on today's little agenda full of mini side quests will be the sugarcane farm. As I mentioned, I started a sugarcane farm off camera. Over here, where I had my original sugarcane farm along the coastline, I've now extended that out into the ocean here. As you can see, the grass has been growing very slowly. And here you get a nice look at the grass changing from that beautiful jungle grass to that less beautiful ocean grass. Let's see, can I get on top of this tree? Yes. Yeah, look at that. This is why I built my base in the jungle. You can even see the sugarcane going through a little bit of the transition as well. But I still have a few more planned rows of dirt to build, and then all the sugarcane I need to start planning out over here. So I will do a harvest. So I'm going to plant the sugarcane first so that as I am placing the other blocks, at least the sugarcane will be growing, so I'll be able to get more sugarcane to be able to plant more sugarcane. Alright, I'm back from the time lapse. The sugarcane has grown a little bit because as soon as I finished creating that time lapse and planting all the sugarcane, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this weather. Good. Rain's gone. Yeah. So, as I was saying, the second I finished planting this sugarcane, I took a break from recording and came back a different day. Once I came back online, I didn't jump right into the sugarcane farm. I did some other things. Maybe I went to a mangrove swamp. Maybe I put that part of the video before the sugarcane time lapse, even though it happened in the real world afterwards. But, you can do whatever you want with the power of editing. So anyway, that's why the sugarcane is pretty grown now. Actually, a lot of this is already 3 tall. I didn't even have to do the AFK to let it grow. It just grew while I went to the mangrove swamp and worked on the dock and decided how I wanted to arrange my wood colors. But anyway, I wanted to take a moment to address the dimensions of this sugarcane farm. So why did I make it as big as I did? When I farm sugarcane, I like to fill up a double chest of sugarcane with each harvest. So when the farm is fully grown, I do a full harvest, I'll have enough sugarcane to fully fill up a double chest with either sugarcane or paper, whatever I'm more interested in at the moment. And a double chest holds 54 stacks of 64 items, which is 3,456 items. Now when you harvest a fully grown sugarcane, you get 2 sugarcane. So that means I only need to have 1,728 sugarcane plants to get 3,456 sugarcane during each harvest. Now 1,728 affords a lot of flexibility because this prime factorization is 2 to the 6 times 3 to the third, so there's plenty of ways to break that up into a number times another number to make a rectangular shaped farm. But the numbers I settled on were 24 and 72. Now each of these branches of dirt have 2 rows of sugarcane, so I have 12 branches of dirt, and each branch of dirt extends 72 blocks into the ocean. Now I just have to finish building these last 2 branches of dirt and plant sugarcane on these last 5 rows of dirt, and I will call this farm and this episode complete. And there we go, that completes the sugarcane farm. Maybe someday I'll come back and enhance it a little bit more by putting like a block at sugarcane level right here so that I don't accidentally walk into the water and to prevent some sugarcane from falling into the water. But for the time being, I'm going to call it complete enough to mark off the task on the vision board. So let's head to the town hall, grab a lime green concrete, run to the sugarcane farm task, which is at the very end here, and mark it complete. So lots of tasks got done this episode. Nearly finished build a dock, made some progress on the animal farm. Well, I guess I technically did that off camera, but made some progress on the animal farm in general. And then also finished decorate the netherite tunnel and the sugarcane farm. Next episode, I'll put a lot more work in on the villager market, level up a villager all the way to the master level so I can get the name tag, which I will need for the end farm, which is another task that is just over the horizon. But thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.